Thank you for joining us tonight for the GPAC postgame press conference. We have head coach Justin Wieck and your 2026 NSIC tournament MVP, Caleb Siwek from the University of Minnesota Duluth. The Bulldogs have won the 2026 NSIC men's basketball tournament after a 76-65 victory over St. Cloud State. We'll start off with an opening statement from head coach Justin Wieck and then open it up for any questions. Coach?
Yeah, just again another awesome toughness, gritty game for our entire team. That's who St. Cloud has been all year. That's exactly what I was expecting was a fight. We got hot. This guy to my right, I'm so proud of him for what he did tonight, but really what he's done all year, fighting through injury last year, a devastating one, and to come back and do that on this stage was awesome. So tonight it was him from a point standpoint, but really this whole tournament was a team effort. Defensively, the intensity of it, the rebounding, just the grit that every coach hopes their team has all the time. And you don't always have it every night, but we had it for 120 minutes all the way through this week. And again, couldn't be more proud of this entire group. St. Cloud's a heck of a team that I have a ton of respect for that'll be in the tournament, the NCAA tournament next week. But to go toe-to-toe with the toughest, most physical, kind of the grittiest, nastiest team in the league for 22 games. We didn't need to do it for 22 games. We need to do it for 40 minutes, and our guys rose to that challenge tonight.
Caleb, just talk a little bit about what was working for you. 34 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4 rebounds. Just an outstanding game, and obviously MVP of the tournament as well.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those games. I saw 3 go in, and I kept shooting them, and they kept dropping. But it's all credit to my teammates and coaches all year. I've had up and down year, but they just instilled that confidence in me all year long. All of my coaches have been great at that. They tell me to keep shooting. All the teammates support every single shot I shoot. So, when you shoot a shot and it's never a bad shot according to your teammates and coaches, it's a good feeling. And just got hot on the right night, and, it was falling today, so I felt good.
Coming into the tournament or into the championship game, lower seed than St. Cloud, but just kind of talk about that mentality coming into tonight. Obviously, the momentum that you guys had the last few games coming into tonight, how did you prepare to make sure that you guys were successful, got this win as well?
Yeah, I think just sticking to our identity, what our identity's been the last 3-4 weeks, which is defense. We know we're one of the best defensive teams in the league along with St. Cloud, but our coaches have done a great job having us watch film all the time, getting a good scout before the game, good game plan, and we're just sticking to it right now. Guys are really digging into their roles and playing good on defensive end and offensive end. Big guys are stepping up in big ways right now, so we're playing very well.
Coach, 7th appearance in the championship game of the tournament for the Bulldogs, first win since 2003.
Awesome.
What does it mean for you to get to this point, and especially with this group of guys?
Yeah, I'll say, for me personally, it feels great. We've been here a couple times, but I think more than anything, I told these guys this in the locker room. I'm proud of this group for 2 reasons. Number one, this is a group of guys who have stayed here, who have developed, who have redshirted, who have maybe not played at all for a couple years, or maybe we're playing 5, 6, 8 minutes a game for a couple years. We haven't really had anybody leave. So, from a collective group, this is what you hope when you're trying to build a program, is you always have the next guys ready, right? Yes, there's the portal and there's that whole side of it, but maybe I'm old school and maybe it won't work forever, but we can recruit high school guys, and if they stay and develop, this is what can happen. So I'm proud of the group in general. Noah Paulson didn't play a minute until his 4th year in college. Now he's a second-team all-league, all-tournament guy, year 5, and you can go down the line. All these guys that are killing it right now were coming off the bench behind guys who really paved the way, and Blair, Middleton, Brown, Katona, Andrews, all these guys that have played for us forever. But these guys didn't waver. They put in the work. They were great teammates. We knew they were talented players. So I'm proud of this group from a whole, from that standpoint. But I'm also proud of this team, this year's team, because of what we went through. This was a hard year. You're just, with how much we've won, and that's not I'm not trying to blow anything out, but from how much we've won in the past, when you don't, it hurts, right? That's the expectation at UMD for all sports. And we had some tough times when you are losing games by 1 point and 2 points and 3 points and 2 points and 3 points. It can take a toll on you. And we had some real circle up, heart-to-heart talks. One day we came into practice, we sat in a circle for an hour and 20 minutes and just had to talk some things out. And so I'm proud of this team for sticking with it. I had somebody tell me about 3 weeks ago Maybe it's just one of those. Maybe it's just one of those years. And I didn't say anything to the guy back. I was talking to one of my coaching friends, the coaches in the Summit League, and he said, "No, coach them. Keep coaching them. These guys can do it." And it was kind of like a revitalizing moment for me as a coach, because as a coach, you go through the ups and downs, and I don't know if depression is the right word, but it hurts, and you got to sit with it for 6 days and go through it. So that coach that told me that was kind of like a real kind of uplifting moment for me. I'm going to give these guys everything I've got, and in turn, these guys gave us coaches everything they had. We've been hot. They've really dug into the details of being tough and guarding people, and I'm not sure we could have been tougher than we were for 120 minutes this weekend. So I'm proud of this group overall. Sorry I'm talking a long time, but I'm proud of this group overall, but I'm proud of this team as well for what we went through this year, and to see it pay off and learn our lessons is awesome.
Coach, only up 11 at half. Knowing the intensity. I mean,
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Knowing the intensity of the game, and
Yeah.
knowing that St. Cloud was going to come back out, they're going to make some adjustments
Yeah,
and
for sure.
try to come get a lead for over you guys. But what was that conversation like that you told these guys, so that they came out and they came hungry again and for that second half and played another 20 minutes?
The talk to our guys every game has been, let's find one more level of intensity. So I had that same talk again at halftime. Let's find one more level for these 20 minutes. Now, to their credit, because they're really well coached and really good players, and the toughest, and I say this in a really good way, the toughest, nastiest, just grittiest team in our league for 22 games. We knew we were gonna get a fight. They come out and blitz, trap ball screens, which I'm not sure they've done in 20, 30 games. But, these guys were killing it. Cole and Caleb were killing it. So they got us on our toes. We had some turnovers. All of a sudden, it's a 5-point game, and you're right back into it. So for us, it was about, we called a quick timeout. I've never ran out of timeouts with 6 minutes left in the game. But for me, I wanted to keep our guys composed. I felt like if I didn't use them in that moment, we might not get to where we wanted to get to. So it was about our composure. All right. Take a deep breath, and let's let's live in the moment. And one thing I've written on the board really for the last two or 3 weeks with this group every game pregame is just get lost in the game. Get lost in the game. Get lost in competing. There's a lot of meaning that goes into that, but just get lost in playing and playing as hard as you can. And we adjusted. We ran some dive actions against the trap. It wasn't the prettiest offensive half, but we made enough shots, made enough stops, made enough free throws, and to hold that team to 39% overall. 41 in the first half I thought felt pretty good. To hold them to 37 in the second half. That's how you win this time of the year, is really guarding people and having that toughness. And our guys did a fantastic job.
Caleb, you guys were 21 of 27 from the line. You were a perfect 8 for 8. What's the keys to success for that you guys work on in practice, maybe, or leading into this game as well, knowing that you could be at the line quite a bit?
Yeah, I think it's just confidence, stepping up and knowing you're going to knock down the shot. Free throws have been a struggle for us in the past, and we've talked about it this season, and we practice it. To Coach Wieck's credit, we practice it a lot in practice. Between every drill, we're basically shooting free throws every time, and when it's a guy's turn to step up and make the big shot, they will, and we all have trust in our teammates to make every single free throw at every point. So it's just a confidence that's instilled from the other players on the court and the coaches as well.
Caleb, just last question for you. Automatic bid to the NCAA tournament now. What do you have to do as a leader in your team to really build on this momentum from this tournament and take it into the NCAA regionals?
Yeah, I think, first off, we're going to enjoy this, because this is quite the journey we've had from the ups and downs throughout the season. We're going to enjoy this, but then take a couple days off, and we're going to focus and reset and kind of get our mindset to whoever we're going to play next. We're going to play as hard as we possibly can. The coaches are going to get a good scout, and I'm going to make sure the guys are locked in and we're prepared for it.
Awesome. Caleb, Coach, congratulations on this historic win for you guys. Wish you all the best in the NCAA tournament, and just thanks for your time. Appreciate you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.